So today we're going to talk about how we make the chest tube tissue that we use in our chest tube trainers, and it really serves as a base for a bunch of stuff we do. After it's used for chest tubes, we end up reclaiming it, using it for creg tissue, stripping down the gel wax, using it for our arterial line trainer, really a host of a lot of things, but it all starts here when we build it for the chest tube tissues. What we've done is simply reclaimed an old wooden backboard, given it kind of a second life. It has a frame on it, and then we put finishing nails in it that we stretch our materials over for a jig. And what we've done here is we've taken chamois. All the more information can be found in the downloadable guide or on our website, but it's the extra large over 6 cubic feet chamois, and it's real chamois. It can't be ShamWow or anything like that. And then we stretch that over tight, not taut. So you want it without big wrinkles, but you don't want it tight as a drum. And then over that we put power mesh. Just do a Google search for that and you should come up with that. And that is our base layer. From that point on, we go over to our heating element here, where we've heated up medium density gel wax. Your first pour, you want it to be about 190 to 200 degrees. You don't want it any hotter than that, or you'll actually burn the skin. So at this point, you want to put on your safety equipment, because this is dangerous. You don't want to get any on you. It keeps its heat and it will burn like crazy. Pardon me, Phil. All right. So we've got our pitcher. Using safety, we're going to make the first pour. I pour it a little bit high. You want to just kind of go around the outside to get all the nail heads covered up, and that kind of seats the fabric. Make sure you get a few pockets of air, and where there's no product, no gel wax on there. You don't need to be full. Just a good coverage over everything is your #1 priority. All right, at this point we're going to let it cool, and then we're going to come back and do another layer of power mesh and another layer of gel wax, but we're going to do that in a minute. All right, so now we've let that cool down to an appropriate temperature that you can actually touch it and work with it now, and I put on another layer of power mesh. And again, tight, not taut, so if you see, it's nice and flat throughout. And we're ready for our final layer of gel wax, which means more safety equipment. Very careful not to splash this. Nice thing is, if you use too much, usually you can, when you go to the trimming process after demolding, you will just reharvest it, melt it down, use it again. And a lot of times that's what we'll do with our old tissues after we've used it a few times, is if the wax is still good, we will just strip off the different layers, melt it down, use it again. Okay, now we've got nice even coverage throughout, and go. Nice even coverage throughout, and we just wait for this to cool down. and demold it, cut it. We put plastic backing on it, and it'll be ready to go. Okay. So now we've allowed it to cool down, and we're ready to demold it. And basically, just pull up. Because there's no actual heads on the nails, you can just pull it straight out of the jig. Alright, looks like it turned out pretty good here, and we're just ready to cut it up into 4 sections, put the plastic on the back. The easiest way I've found to do that is just fold it in half, cut along the fold. Set this aside, if it'll let me. Cut it in half again. This just gets it down to a size that works real well for our trainer. So from that point, I just cut off the excess. Nice flat edge. Pretty much right along the nail lines for how we set it up. There we have it. We have 1 of 4 pads that you're going to get out of that jig that we had set up. And like I said, more information on that jig and anything else, you can download the guide on our website or ask questions. So we use this 4mm thick clear visqueen here for our kind of pleuritic punch. And what I do is measure it out, and we fold it in 3 layers. And that goes right on the back there. And there we have it. We're ready to insert it right in our trainer. If you like the video, just give us a thumbs up on YouTube. That kind of helps us out. And leave any comments or questions so we know what you liked, what you didn't like, or what you have questions with. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.